Okay folks, now in my first course with TrueFire, Progressive Fingerstyle First Steps, one of the first things we looked at is the right hand doing something called Travis picking. The idea, really created by Merle Travis from the States, of having an independent thumb and finger pattern, where the thumb might be jumping on the bottom strings of a chord, maybe between the root and the fifth, maybe the third in there as well. Something like this, or whatever notes you happen to be playing. The thumb is on the bottom strings playing a pattern of typically 4/4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, while the fingers were independent, playing individual notes in various patterns, melodies, and sequences. Whatever it may be. That creates the illusion of a one-man band somewhat, and we explored this in more detail in the First Steps course. Now what I want to do now with you is something that a lot of players have been doing, for example Paul McCartney on Blackbird, or Chet Atkins through a lot of his discography. Even my friend Gareth Pearson has been teaching some of this stuff recently as well. This is the idea of, instead of picking individual notes in the melody on the top register of the guitar, we keep the thumb doing its regular kind of 4/4 pattern, 1, 2, 3, 4, but the gaps are filled by strumming the guitar. Now we're going to be using our index finger to do this in a kind of down-up pattern, like this. So instead of having the thumb jumping on every beat, 1, 2, 3, 4, we're kind of alternating. We're going 1, 2, 3, 1, 3. And the index finger is taking care of everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and. We're using an index finger nail to strum down on beat 2 and then come up on 2 and. Okay? The cool thing about this technique is when you add little hammer-ons and pull-off patterns in between it, you can get some quite interesting patterns. For example, it creates another one-man band vibe, but it's much more full. Rather than individual notes, we're actually getting some chord strikes in there. And it really adds to that kind of effect of bass and snare, you know? You can do a lot with it, and it's a really, really good tool to integrate into your finger picking, especially once you have the basic Travis picking technique down. Let's take a look in detail now with this next etude, and hopefully we'll get you doing this little thumb-finger separation and add it to your arsenal. Let's dive right in.